Alright, what I have today is a 2003 Mercury Sable. It has the 3-liter dual overhead cam V6 engine, and what happened here is to do some work for another shop in the area, and their go-to move is clear the codes and see what comes back. So of course they cleared the codes, but the lady wasn't happy with that. They wanted us to look at it, so now I have it, and they wrote down what they were, which were system lean codes, so I'll see what I can do with that. Like I said, they cleared the codes, so it's running, no check engine light, but they gave me a printout of what they were. So with the 171 and the 174 system lean, I just want to know when it's setting it. Since the codes were cleared, I have no freeze frame data. So if I look at the scanner, see, I'm at idle right now, and if I look at my, like I did before, my baro frequency, I'm at 150 hertz, which is good for my altitude, unlike that Ford truck I had with the mass airflow issue. So then if I go down to my fuel trim, you'll see my long-term fuel trim at 25% on both. So if I were to rev it up, see, as my RPMs get higher, my fuel trims kind of equal out, so that's telling me that I actually have an intake vacuum leak. Let it back to idle and it goes back to where it was. So you can see I'm not totally warmed up, but 160 some degrees. So I'll show you a common problem on these, and it's a pretty simple fix, and we'll be able to see that on the scan data when we're done. Okay, I'm trying to highlight the problem source on this one. You can see there's the EGR valve, and right below it there's a PCV vacuum line going up to the bottom of the intake, and you can see how it's a huge connection up top and it gets real thin. It shouldn't even be that thin. It's already appears to be collapsed, but when I start it, you can actually see it suck shut even tighter. I don't know if it'll show up on film, but we'll give it a shot. Not sure if you were able to see that, but the other thing, because I know of these and I've seen them before, if you stick your hand down underneath there, there's a vacuum leak where that part collapsed. Maybe you'll be able to hear that too. So we heard the vacuum leak with my finger plugging the hole, so I'll pull that off. I'll show you what it looks like off and what the new one looks like, and then we'll go watch our scan data when we're done to confirm the repair.
Here's a set of both
nicer than yours. So there it is. Pull that off. You can see how collapsed that is. Vacuum leak there, and up where I was putting my finger, right there. So that would be a system lean. So here's the new one. You can see it's reinforced in that area. It also has the plastic pipe and a little piece I gotta still get out from under the intake. So throw that in. That should be it. There's a look at the PCV valve oil separator assembly down underneath the intake. So it goes on to that, and then underneath, and just back up under the intake where I took that other part off. And that's the new one in the place it should be. Let's go look at the scan data. Alright, back at the scanner. Use my previous vehicle. Whatever key. Go to my data display. Now it's cold right now, but go back to my drivability. And as soon as it goes into closed loop, I should start seeing my fuel trim. Right now it's already in closed loop. You can see I'm already decreasing my long-term fuel trim. My short-term is going negative, which means it's going to pull that down more and most likely average around 0 where it should be. So after that repair, you can call this one done. After warmed up a little and the idle came down, you can see my long term still at the 25 and my short term's at -20. Oop, and it just zeroed itself out. So there you go. Saw that quick enough to see that I did repair it. Now everything seems to be happy. So those codes most likely will not return. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.